Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Overkill Trading. I wanted to start off today with a buy signal that we're getting, a major buy signal that we're getting here on XRP. You can see the green dot is coming down here on the trading indicator, and this is an indication for us to take our positions. Okay, we have a very, very specific set of rules that we use on this channel, and one of those is being that we buy when we see the green dot down here on the trading indicator. So XRP is giving you the signal this week. Stop loss on this trade is going to be 48 cents. 48 cents is the bottom of our candle that we are getting the green dot on. So a lot of you have been asking, how do you set a stop loss? How do you determine your stop loss? It always comes on the candle we get the green dot on. Okay, the last time we got a green dot over here was about 50 cents, but we got a red one directly after it went from 50 all the way down to like 45, then back up. But guess what? After the red comes the green, folks. It's okay. If you're going to follow this strategy that we're using, folks, you got to be able to sell on the red dots. Okay? We have a very, very specific set of rules that we follow here. Okay, those are found over here in our Discord channel. We are trading a weekly chart here, folks. We are trading a weekly chart. Okay, we're not day traders. We are looking at a weekly chart. So our moves happen based on weeks and months rather than minutes to seconds, okay? We're not in there trying to make these quick gains. We're trying to capitalize on these big moves. This last green dot back here in February on XRP, this one netted you 53% if you made it out at the top, okay? And again, the red dot came at about 62 cents. That's still a pretty good trade in a lot of people's eyes, okay? 20, 30% is great. I know a lot of you see people on Twitter saying, oh, it's going to go 100, 1,000x, and it's never truly realistic. You got to take what the market gives you. We are in a very, very choppy market right now. It's not a bear market. It's not a bull market. It's a kangaroo market, okay? We're up and down and up and down and up and down. That's what XRP's been doing here. You look at Bitcoin, okay? Bitcoin's just been going sideways since back here in March. I mean, we've literally been in this range from 56 all the way up here to 72. We're just going sideways. This is actually called a bull flag, okay? We're actually putting in a bull flag. If you guys don't know what a bull flag pattern is, go Google it, okay? This is the pole, and this is the flag, okay? It's actually very bullish, okay? So Bitcoin looks good still above 56. I got a stop loss on this one. I'm going to call it up here. I'm watching 60K on Bitcoin. As long as Bitcoin continues to hold 60K, I think it's good. It did have the red dot print last week, so you could see that. So if you're trading Bitcoin, you should be out of the position, waiting for the next green dot. Okay? You should not be holding. I do not hold on to stuff that prints a red dot. Okay? And that's just to manage risk. Okay? If you're following this strategy, you got to be able to sell the red dots. Okay? Because if you're wrong, you don't want to be wrong big. You don't want this thing to come all the way back down to 50. We want to wait for the green dot to come back to be absolutely sure we're still in an uptrend. It's really trying hard to save it right now. What is Bitcoin up today? It's up, I don't even know. It's up like 1%, like maybe 1%. It's putting in a little doji, but it's just now starting the week. So the daily chart is oversold here on Bitcoin, which is the shorter term time frame. The real level, the real true support level is 56K right now. That is the true level. I don't see Bitcoin breaking down below that level anytime soon, unless we get some major black swan news event like we saw back in COVID, which absolutely wrecked Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin during COVID went from 11 all the way down to about $3,000. Okay, and then that was the opportunity of a lifetime. You got the green dot right there. It went from 5 all the way up here to 60. So one thing I did want to point out also on Bitcoin is that it did print a red dot last month on this is the monthly chart. So the monthly chart is actually the biggest time frame that you can look at in regards to trading. I think you can get a 3-month chart and a 6-month chart, but I literally just use the monthly, the weekly, the daily, and then I'll look at the 4-hour and the 1-hour to really pinpoint entries. But you got to listen to the weekly signals here, folks. If we have a red dot, that means we're going down. It doesn't mean we're going up. Okay, I was bullish since we got this on May 20th. That came at 64. You got the red dot print. You literally made 0% on the trade off of that. Okay, and this strategy is not 100%, folks. And I want to go over it really quick I want to use Coinbase as an example of a perfect trade setup here. So again, the first rule is that we trade a weekly chart. We're very focused on the weekly. Yes, we can look at the monthly. Yes, we can look at the daily. Okay, monthly charts are important because if you look at the Bitcoin monthly here, okay, we got the red there. Last time a red came was right back here in, well, it came right there in September, but that turned out to be a fluke and it ripped. Okay, but it's just something to pay attention to. Right up here, as a macro investor on a monthly chart, you don't want to be buying up in this area. But right now, we're just consolidating. We're literally just going sideways on Bitcoin. So the red dot is something to pay attention to. Again, if you're holding BTC, you better use a stop loss or you better watch the 60K level. Just know that we can come down and potentially tap that and bounce. The next place to buy Bitcoin is going to be on the green dot. Okay, I'd encourage you to wait for the green dot if you're going to trade Bitcoin. Let me go back here to Coinbase and give you guys an example of what a perfect trade setup looks like. So again, you guys saw rule number 1 was that we trade a weekly chart. Okay, weekly chart traders. So we're looking at a weekly. Rule number 2 is that we only buy assets trending above the 50-week moving average. That means we only buy these green dots that come above the 50-week moving average. That is this light blue line on our trading indicator. Okay, that is the 50 EMA. Okay, 50 EMA. That is what is considered our mean, our average price. That is what we are using for a reference, okay? That tells us that we're in an uptrend. So when I talk about the 50-week moving average, I'm talking about the mean right here. So think about it. 50 weeks is about a year's worth of time. So this is the average price over the last 50 weeks, that light blue line. We want to buy as close to that as possible when it comes to these green dots. And we do not want to buy when the asset is trending below it. Why? Because we're in an obvious bear market. If you're trying to buy and go long in a bear market, you're going to lose. You want to buy stuff that's going up and to the right. Up and to the right, just like Coinbase was here. So you had an opportunity to trade Coinbase right here off of that green dot in October. Boom. Right off the 50-week, right off the blue line. That thing ripped up from 69 all the way up to 190. Okay, 190, that's a 170% move. Okay, 170% on your money. That's a great trade. It pulled back, gave you another green dot, ripped up, okay, and we were selling. Okay, our sell target is on 2 things. If it prints red, like Bitcoin did last week, okay, we want to sell. Or if it hits this white dotted line, if our blue stochastic, our light blue line hits the white dotted line, that is where we are selling. Those are the only 2 times we sell our assets, is if we print a red dot on the weekly, or we hit that white dotted line up there on the stochastic RSI, that white dotted line on our trading indicator. If you guys don't have the trading indicator, the link is in the description and pinned in the comment section of this video. Okay, but that was a perfect trade setup. And you see here, you got the opportunity to buy Coinbase again right here on May 28th. Boom, right there at 226. Okay, it hasn't really taken off yet. And again, we're nowhere near that white dotted line. So again, we wouldn't be looking to sell coin off this last green dot until that white stochastic, right, or until the stochastic RSI, the light blue line, hits the white dotted line. That is our sell target. Or we sell on a close of a red dot. We got to get out on the red dots. Folks, if you guys are using the strategy, you guys got to be able to sell on the red dots. I don't care what direction you think it's going to go or how you're feeling about it. If it closes red, you have to sell. I hope you guys can get that through your brains, okay? Because if you're not using that part of the rules, this isn't going to work for you because you're going to ride your losses all the way down, okay? And then you're going to get discouraged, and then you're going to end up selling when you're down 20, 30, 40%. You got to listen to the dots. I got stopped out on INJ last week, and I lost like $400 on the trade. Okay, I got the green dot, but then I saw the red. It broke my support level. It broke the candle, right? It broke the candle that I got the green dot on, which was this one right here. And now it's reversing down. It's got a red dot this week, so I do not want to hold this thing. I don't know where it's going to stop. Where I will know when it stops is when I get another green dot on the weekly. Until I see a green dot on the weekly, I don't want anything to do with INJ anymore. Okay? These green dots are not 100%, folks, but you can see they are as accurate as it gets. I mean, if you're going to time an entry, you want to be buying the week of the green dot. That is when you want to be entering the position. Okay, this one right here on INJ came at 40 cents. Yes, it was below our mean, but that went from 40 cents all the way up to $4. I'm sorry, this is STX. That is a 10x trade. That is, you're turning 10,000 into 100,000. You're turning 100,000 into a million. Okay. And yes, it had a green dot show up on the chart, but guess what? It went away because we broke down below the level. So again, guys, this strategy is not 100%. I think it's more about 80 to 85% accurate. So you guys got to always be prepared for that 10 to 15%, or I'm sorry, 15 to 20% chance of you losing. And we know we lost when we get the red dot close. I never hold a position if I get a red dot close. I've done it in the past and I've failed tremendously. But if a red dot closes, you got to get out. You can always get back in on the next green dot because, again, you don't want to ride it through an entire big old dip, a 40-50% dip. If it closes red, you got to sell. End of story. Okay? You can always get back into the position on a green dot. Okay? And I got stopped out on STX and INJ, and I think I got stopped out on my other position. The only thing I'm currently holding right now is Swift. Okay, Swift is the only name that I bought over the last 3 weeks that is still holding green. And I am waiting to sell this thing until this stochastic RSI, the light blue line, gets back up here to the white dotted line, or I get a red dot close. Until that happens, I'm not selling my Swift position. Okay, because the trend is still up and to the right. It's just up and down. This thing was up like 7-8% last night, and it's down 5%, so it dropped like 12%. It's a super low market cap coin, though, so I am managing my position, right? I got a stop loss sitting at about 0.057. It's sitting around 6 cents right now. So now that it has that green dot on the weekly, right, I'm in my 4-hour chart managing the position. So you can see it's coming down here, bouncing on the 200 EMA. This is a part of our trading indicator as well, that dark blue line. The 200, the 50, and the 9 are the ones we use. So it's just coming down, it's bouncing, right? Bouncing. Kangaroo market. Up and down, up and down, up and down. Okay, I don't want the up and down action. This is not a fun time to be a weekly chart investor when stuff is consolidating. I want things to go straight up just like you do. I want to buy it and I want it to 10 or 100x tomorrow. Okay, but that's not always the case. So we got to use the AI. We got to use the trading indicator to tell us when to buy and sell. And it takes all the emotion out of it for the most part. Okay, you just have to sell on a red dot close, or when this stochastic, the light blue line, hits that white dotted line. Because when it hits the white dotted line, right, that's the topping, that's a place where we're topping. Okay, and sometimes it can continue. It's not always 100%, right? But look at Bitcoin. Last time we hit the stochastic RSI, the white dotted line over here was in March. That was the exact top at 75. It dipped from 75 all the way down to 50, and now we're getting back closer. So now we're just reading the red and green dots. Okay, again, this is our sell target up here. We're not greedy. That's another rule. We are not greedy. Okay, and we enter and exit positions using the indicator. Green means buy, red means sell. Okay, I like to anticipate the selling by selling when we get close to that white dotted line. When we get up there, that's when we know we're at the top of the wave. Okay, we want to buy the bottom of the wave, sell the top of the wave. Okay, and not be greedy. We got to take profits. Some of you held through this last dip, and I guarantee you some of you were not happy, including myself. I held my XLM position a little too long, and I ended up losing about 10% on the position. It was not a good trade. It was a good trade, and I didn't sell. Right? I decided not to sell on the red dot right here. Okay, at 13, and it dipped all the way down to 9. I ended up stopping out at about 11, but I did see XRP though. You guys could see XRP and XLM, I think, are heating up here. Okay, green dot on XRP, that's good. So that's going to be a buy signal. That's going to be my first looking to buy for the day, is going to be XRP just off of that green dot signal. Let's go ahead and scan through our list. So we got a bunch of names we're going to cover here. I'm also going to be hitting your guys' chart requests over here inside the Discord. So if you got those throughout the week and you want them to be covered in Monday's video, feel free to drop them over there, and I'd be happy to answer those for you. I'll answer those at the end of the video here after we scan through our list and go through what we got this week. So as weekly chart traders, right, stock market closes on Friday and opens back up on Monday. Okay, and then the crypto candles close on Sunday. So we get new crypto candles on Sunday, and we get the new stock market candles on Monday. So today is Monday. We record every video on Monday and drop them right here on YouTube, and we got new candles. So Coinbase is still a buy this week, okay, because of the green dot. We're waiting for this move to come back up here to the white dotted line. Until we hit the white dotted line or get a red dot, we'll be sellers, but as long as that last dot is green and the stochastic is this low, that light blue line is just down low here, okay, we want to remain buyers. I got a stop loss on this one. What's the stop loss sitting at? I'm going to put it at right around 220 there. 220 on the stop loss for coin. Here's ASTS. This is a good example here of a name going parabolic. So we hit the top here at about $10. That's where we hit the white dotted line. I'm a seller of this name. Even though it's going parabolic here, I'm not saying it can't go all the way up to 25. Just as a trader, right, I want to be in on the green dot down here, right down here at 220. I mean, this was a beautiful trade off the green dot. If you got in on that green dot, this was you're talking a 300-400% move from hitting the white dotted line, and this thing's just keeping it going. This is a good name. This one's on the watch list, but we're just going to look for a pullback on this one. Okay, I want this one to pull back to like 550 or something like that. Okay, pull back to the mean and then bounce. Because right now, look how far we're sitting off the mean. Okay, 61% off of our mean, our light blue line there. That is our cheat sheet over here. Okay, we're sitting about 60% off of that. So to me, we're up here in this area. Okay, up there. So again, we want to buy a pullback, right? The next green dot we'll be looking to enter now that we can see that the trend is very strong. I mean, this is a very, very strong move. Okay, 400% is no joke, and that's a stock there. Here's Velo. There's no data on the weekly on this one just because it's a new coin, but it's putting in a major bull hammer there. Okay, so this one has a stop loss at about 10 cents. You're entering at 12 here. Okay, if you're playing a daily, that's a big green dot down there on the indicator. If you guys have the indicator, just to tell you guys the difference on the indicators, okay, there's a big green dot and a small green dot. So the small green dots are what get called out over in the Discord, okay, over here in Overkill Alerts. We call out all the weekly dots. Okay, those are going to be the small dots. But if you see this shaded area down here, okay, right down here, that green dot, you can see it didn't come right here on this one. But if it comes down here, that's a big green dot. So those typically come on the daily before the weekly. So this one did get a daily one right there on the 15th. Okay, that was at 9 cents. It's up 20% today. That's a nice move. I'm going to watch Velo. I'm going to be a buyer of this name this week. I like that move there. And that's a big green stick to start the week. So 10 cents has to be your stop loss on that one. So how I'd play that one is I'd get in here on the 4 hour and I would manage my position. Okay, I'd manage my position on the hourly and the 4 hour, the smaller time frame. So I'd want to see a pullback maybe down here to 10.7, down to the 200 on the hourly, and then use that 10 cents as a stop loss because that is where we're getting a bounce. Okay, so again, very low market cap coin here, very, very low market cap coin, very risky. So this is one you just don't put a lot into. But if it goes from 10 cents back to where it was at, right up here at 40 cents, that's a 300% move. So you're playing this big fat green candle here and the dot there. I'd be in there on the daily trade in this one. I wouldn't be using the weekly just because we don't have any indicator data down here. Let's look at Wolf. Wolf is one we called out at about 250. Okay, that one's already almost up to 5. You're already almost up 100% on that. It is now touching our white dotted line there. So I would be taking profits here. Okay, I'd be taking profits. I'd be taking some off the table. I'd be selling at least half. Okay, you can sell half when it hits the white dotted line and then half when you get the red dot, however you want to play it. But 100% is a great trade. And you're coming up into that 200 EMA right there. So great trade there. I'd be on the taking profit side on that one. It's now hitting our white dotted line. That is our sell target. Here's Bitfarm. This is a Bitcoin miner. Again, nice move here off the green dot. That thing came at 150. Okay, popped all the way up to sitting at 3 right now. So there's another 100% trade for you there off the dot. Okay, and again, we're sitting right there near the white dotted line. So I'm going to be more on the profit-taking side of Bitfarm here. Or Bitfarms. Again, another, this is a crypto miner, Bitcoin miner. CLSK is also a Bitcoin miner, now bouncing with the green dot here. That is a green dot. Did that get called out today? I don't think I saw that one over there. Let me go ahead and set that for you guys. Call that one out. Did it get called out? I got to check that. CLSK, I don't see it today. That should have got called out. That should have got called out. Let me see here. Small green dot, bang. Okay, now that should send it over there. Bang. So that's over there in the Discord. If you guys are a member of the Discord, you guys do get all the red and green dot alerts for the names we're covering today as they come. Okay, but CLSK, that's going to be a buy this week as well. I like that one with a stop loss at, let's call it right there at 1650. 1650 on the stop loss. That's going on the looking to buy list. Here's DKNG also giving us a green dot this week. Looking really good. Okay, bada bing, bada boom. Just waiting for that stochastic to get back up there to the white dotted line. That's going to be a buy this week. Let's go ahead and set the stop loss on that one at the bottom of that candle there at 38. Okay, and then again, you guys can get in here on the hourly and manage your positions. Okay, buy the pullbacks. Okay, I'd want to buy this thing around 40 bucks. If it could pull back to 40, I'd buy it. It's got a red dot on the hourly, as you can see. So again, if you're getting the green dot right away, it doesn't mean just jump in. Okay, you want to get in on a smaller time frame to buy it closer to those moving averages. But DKNG looks like it's going to be popping off here for the next couple of weeks. Nice green dot here. I'd like to buy that thing around 40. That is on the looking to buy list this week. Here's PLTR still grinding up. Okay, green dot signal came there on the 3rd. Okay, 21. Let's move our stop loss up to around 23. That's the bottom of this week's candle. That one looks strong. It looks like it wants more. I'd say it has 2 or 3 weeks of more upward momentum up into that white dotted line. PLTR looking good. That's going to remain on the looking to buy list. And we'd be looking to buy pullbacks on either the 4-hour or the hourly chart. Okay, in here buying these green dots down here on the smaller time frames. Now that we are managing our position with a green dot here. Okay, that thing's just grinding right now. So again, wanting to sell closer to that white dotted line, not down here. I think this one has a week or two left of upward action. Okay, if it breaks out at 28, that's going to be a blue sky breakout. PLTR looks good. Nice trade there. Here's, what's this one? Carvana. Okay, last dot still red on that one. Not very interested. It's trying to bounce, but last dot still red. Tesla's dot is still green here, popping off. One thing I wanted to point out on Tesla, I was looking at this last night, was the monthly chart. Okay, monthly chart's way down here right now on Tesla. Okay, way down here. Okay, so I'd put a stop loss on this one at around 167. 167 is going to be the stop loss, and Tesla looks good. I'm going to put that one on the look at a buy list, and that one's heading in. Again, last dot green. Yes, we're up here on the stochastic, but this is more of a trade on the monthly. On the monthly chart here, 167. Okay, green dot I think is going to come probably in July or August. And you can see that thing was as high as about $400. Elon Musk, obviously it's a play on him. And the company Tesla itself, I think it's a very credible company. So as long as it holds that level there at 167, I think we look great. Okay, stop loss on 167 on a trade. Give me a sec here. My mail's wigging out. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, 167 on Tesla there for the stop. Mara showed a green dot for a second there. You can see it got called out there at 11.11. 11.11 there. So my stop loss on this trade is still about $18. That one's, it's red on the weekly, so you know, you got to be very careful with that one. What I'm going to do is remain a buyer of this with a stop loss at 17. Okay, give me a sec here. Let me get out of this mail thing here. I don't know what's going on with it. Okay, thank you very much. How do I close out of mail? Thank you. Okay, so how I'm trading this is stop loss at 1759. If Bitcoin goes, right, if Bitcoin is going to blast off here and go to $100 million like everyone on Twitter is saying it's going to do, then Mara should continue as well. 1750, that's the bottom of this green candle we're getting the bounce on here. You can even move that thing up a little bit. I don't know if you guys can see on my screen, but you can see the levels here. You guys can see it's a very gray line here. Okay, if I go to the light, it's a little easier to see, I think. Maybe not. Light, you can see the light gray line there. That's how I like to determine my stop loss levels. So you can see we got a light line right there at 1840. 1840 on Mara. So 1840, I mean, the stop loss on that one's about $2 or 2 or 3%. So that's a great trade setup here. Stochastic is pointing up. Yes, we got the red dot last week, but we got it on a green candle. So it's kind of like one of those red dots that just doesn't really make sense. So what I do is use a stop loss at 1840. I'm still going to be bullish on Mara, and I think a green dot's going to come back this week. It already came once. So if we continue to go up this week, okay, we will continue this trend. And you can see CLSK got a green dot as well. That's a Bitcoin miner. Okay, so the Bitcoin miners are looking good. Here's Riot. Riot's still green as well. We're going to remain buyers of Riot as well. Stop loss on Riot's going to be $10, and just call it $10. As long as it holds $10, you're good. That's about an 8% risk. So again, be wise when you're determining your position size. But as long as the last dot is green, we got to remain bullish and have our stop losses set at $10. Okay, and again, looking to sell when that hits the stochastic or hits the white dotted line up there. I don't know when that's going to come. We'll see what this week has in store. Here's MSOS. Nice green candle this week on the weekly. Okay, we are down below the 50-week here. This one's trying to bounce here at about $7. So You can see the bottom of that candle was about 690. No green dot yet, so I want to wait for that confirmation of the green dot. We're gonna hold off on that and wait for the green dot confirmation on MSOS, but that could set up here for a trade if this level can hold. Here's Roblox. Last dot still green on that one as well. I'd be a holder of this name. New stop loss is going to be right here at the bottom of our weekly candle at 34.57. Okay, still holding that one. That thing has some room to run. Okay, that thing has some room to run. So the last dot is green. That one's going on the green list as well. Here's NEO. NEO's garbage. See, we're down here below the 50-week. Don't want to be a part of NEO right now. Okay, we want to buy stuff that's up and to the right, not down and to the right. Up and to the right is what we're looking for. Apple popping off here. Okay, Apple's doing the big boy move here. Okay, we hit our white dotted line back here at 200. It said, hold up. Okay, pumped again. I'd be looking to sell on the next red dot on Apple. Okay, red dot will be the sell point. We can still remain buyers of this name. I just use a tight stop loss. You can see our gray line right there is at about 200. Okay, I don't know where that thing's going to stop. I'd watch for the red dot there. I wouldn't buy it this far off of the 50. Okay, I'd want to be buying down here, right? I want to buy the week of the green dot. I don't want to buy weeks after the green dot. We want to buy week of the green dot. That is when we get that confirmation. And then boom, we're doing the rippity-dippity. Nice trade on Apple here off the dot, 30%. And you can see sometimes the green dot will come and guess what? You get a flush out candle the next week, but then what do we get? A couple weeks later, boom, green dot, there was your signal, rip. Okay, so you just got to be willing to sell on the red dots, and you got to kind of use a little more than just red and green dot to understand how price action works, because the week after that, you got a green candle, right? So boom, that was your move right there. So sometimes you get this trigger, right? Green, red, green. Okay, so but the rule is if it closes red, guys, you got to sell. You can always get back in again on the next signal. You guys have to be disciplined and sell on the red dots. Do not hold the red dots. I don't care who you are, what you think, or how you feel. Okay, you got to listen to the indicator. MSTR has a red dot this week as well. So again, not looking to buy that one. We want to buy that one on a green dot. Okay, because if that comes down to 900, you're not going to be happy sitting, right? If that dumps to 900, that's a 39% drop. And that would just be back down to our mean right there. Back down to our cheat sheet mean. Okay, so be very, very careful. Red dot on that one. Okay, not looking to buy that one. Here's CCL looking good this week. Bouncing nicely here off of, got a big fat red candle last week, but it held its green dot. Okay, I'd be holding on to this one again also. Okay, call it 1490 for the stop loss. Okay, that one's looking good. It has to get up over 16 there. I'm going to be a buyer of that one this week. That looks good. Okay, not looking to sell till that's the cast that gets back up there, the white dotted line, or we get a red dot. Let's look at iTub. Ooh, iTub, look at that. Nice little bounce key there. Okay, nice green candle to start the week. I like that one. We don't got the green dot yet, but if that price action continues, okay, to be up, that'd be a great place to enter. Current stop loss is going to be 576. I don't know what this thing does. I believe it was a request eventually. Okay, it's got a green dot on the daily as well. So it is trending above the 200 week. It is below our 50 week at the moment, but no green dot just yet. I'd be watching that one, and let's see where it closes this week. DAL, green candle this week. Everything's still pointing down, though. Last dot is still red. Here's Snap. Snap got a green dot last week. That was a print last week. Very nice. Okay, 1480. What was that? 1482. Okay, that's our level we're watching. So it's sitting at 1590 if you want to play that green dot. Okay, wonderful. Just use a stop loss at 1482. And again, sell when that's the cast that gets back up there to the white dotted line. 1482 is a very, very crucial level that needs to hold on Snap. Here's Ford. Ford's still red. AVT. This is a low market cap coin tradable on Coinbase that I've been covering, or I found, I believe this last night or the night before. I was looking on Crypto Bubbles. If you guys don't have the website Crypto Bubbles, it's a pretty helpful site. So I can go to cryptobubbles.net here. And I only like to look at coins that are tradable on Coinbase, so I always use the Coinbase one, but you can also filter it by rank of crypto. So like, for example, if you want to look at the really, really low market cap coins, you can do 900 to 101, and these are really, really low market cap. Right, this one is $12 million market cap. This one is a $12 million market cap. This one is a $12 million market cap. So very, very low market cap coins. The thing is, my exchange that I use Coinbase, so I like to click on the exchange that I use, and then I can see all the names. and I can flip from daily to monthly to weekly to yearly to hourly, right? Weekly's a good one to pay attention to. You can see the ones that are starting out green. You got LDO over here. Okay, and you can click them. You can pull up the charts, and you can look at the charts here too on the screen as well. Okay, you can see their market cap, so on and so forth. So I like to look at the month as well to see what's going up on the monthly chart. Look at that. Uniswap up 45%. You got Jasmy up 88% on the month. Okay, Swift up 25%. That's one we're currently trading. And a few more in here. Okay, so this is a cool little scanner that you guys can use. Again, that's Crypto Bubbles, cryptobubbles.net. Pretty cool little tool there for you. That's just a website. And AVT is a really low market cap coin that I found. I believe it's a $40 million market cap. Let's check just to be sure here. We have a research tool over here in the Discord that you guys can use over here if you guys are a member. So if you go to AVT, you type in the ticker. You can type in any stock or ticker, stock or crypto, and it will pull up the information. You can see here it's a $23 million market cap, super, super small. Okay, you can see the circulating supply, the volume, and you can actually read more about it. Sometimes it'll give you the description. Here's Wolf. Okay, but here's the description. You can read more about it on CoinMarketCap. It'll tell you, or I'm sorry, CoinGecko. It'll tell you how much it's up over the year, the month, and the day. This is AVT, a very, very low market cap coin, and it's trying to bounce there at 221. Waiting on the green dot on that one, but a good little market cap, low market cap coming down into its 50 there. Very, very interesting looking project. I'd love to see some consolidation here. Boom, followed by the green dot, and then that's when we can take our position. This one was at $12 back here in March. It's back down at about $2.55, so keeping an eye on that one. That dot will be called out over there inside of the Discord. I got that set over here. Boom. Okay, that will be called out in the Discord for you guys over there. So, yeah, nice looking low cap right into the 50 there. Oh, and we had our giveaway winner this week. We got Shelly winning the $100 worth of Bitcoin. Feel free to shoot me an email or go ahead and message me on Discord, and I will send you over that $100 worth of Bitcoin. And I appreciate all your guys' support on the channel. We had 32 people entered last week. Going to go ahead and give away $100 worth of Bitcoin this week to Shelly. Congratulations. And there will be more of those to come. Here's Meta. This is Facebook. Got the green dot. That was 2 weeks ago. And again, the price action is breaking out. So this is Facebook stock. Okay, got the green dot right here, 470. Okay, doing the rippity-dippity here. Okay, got the green dot there. Again, not looking to sell till the stochastic gets back up there to the white dotted line, or we get a red dot. Meta looks good. That's going to be on the look at a buy list this week as well. AVE. AVE was the other one I got stopped out of. I believe I got stopped out at around $89. It dipped all the way down to 80, so it's sitting back at 86, putting in a doji here. It did have the red dot again. That's why I sold. That's why I decided to get stopped out. I did lose on the position. I think I was in at 100. I lost about 10% on the trade. Okay, got out at about 89 to 90, maybe 11% loss there. But again, green doji forming this week. I can look to re-enter again off the next green dot if I like it. It's just, again, guys, kangaroo market. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay, we're not going anywhere. We're just going sideways. So looking to enter AVE again. I'll be looking to enter on the green dot if it looks good. Nice doji to start the week this week. And we'll see when the next green dot comes. Here's the SPY. I mean, this thing looks like it has more meat on the bone as well. Again, not looking to sell till it gets back up here to the stochastic. This is the this is the S&P 500, the top 500 stocks is an ETF, and stocks are just going nuts right now. Okay, up 0.85% on the day, and has room to run here on the weekly chart. So I think it has another 2 or 3 weeks of upward action. Then we might get some type of crazy event to happen to crash it. We'll be waiting. Rivian, this one's still in a major downtrend. Not looking to buy that one. Love also trending below that 50-week moving average. Very ugly. Here's Robinhood giving a red dot this week. I believe that, let's make sure that one was called out in our alerts here. Yes, Robinhood was called out there. Weekly red dot. Okay, so I'd be looking to take some off the table here. I'd be selling half, okay, or selling all of it. I mean, a red dot is a red dot. If that closes this week, I would get out. I'd want to buy this thing closer to the 50-week. I mean, right now you're sitting at a major 32% off of the 50-week. Okay, so again, if that closes, I'd be a seller. I'd use caution this week. Definitely putting a stop loss at $20 if that breaks. Okay, if that breaks, get out. But not a bad place to take some profits here on Robinhood. Here's AI. Nice green candle to start the week as well. Looks like $27.95 is going to be your stop loss. That one's going to be on the looking to buy this week, and that one's got a green dot as well. So that one looks like it wants some continuation. $27, the bottom of that green candle we're getting this week is the stop. Here's BAC, Bank of America. Last dot's red, don't want a part of it. Okay, not looking to buy it. I want to buy when the stochastic is closer to 0 here, right? Light blue line's near 0, not near 100, right? We're sitting at 61 and pointing down. No thank you. Here's Uber. Uber had the green dot a couple weeks ago. This one is still going to remain a buy, but I would be using that stop loss at the bottom of last week's candle there at about 66.43. Just call it 66.25. That one's going on the looking to buy list this week, though. Here's Amazon. Also, green dot called out last week. Nice move to start the week this week at 181. Okay, our stop loss is there at 181. You can see right here on the daily, we're bouncing directly off it there. Okay, beautiful bounce there on the daily. And again, that weekly is green there. So we are bullish on Amazon. This is one of the best looking charts, I think, over in stocks. And I think it has some continuation in it. You got an easy trade here, 184. 181 is your level you're playing there. Okay, 181 needs the hold. Just call it 180. As long as Amazon holds 180, you're good. Okay, that's a nice looking trade there. Green dot, stochastic pointing up. Okay, just make sure it holds 180. If it breaks 180, you're wrong. Just sell it and, again, get back in. If 180 breaks, we will see a red dot. We will see a red dot if 180 breaks. So just know that is your level. Okay, just know that is your level. That is the maximum amount you are willing to risk. $4 on that trade. Here's SQ, again, in a very ugly downtrend, just not interested. Bitcoin sitting at around 66,000, 67,000, just doing the bounce key here. Okay, 64, again, is the stop, but again, red dot, not looking good. Bitcoin, no thank you. Okay, waiting for the green dot to get back in on Bitcoin. Here's NVIDIA, starting out with a red dot this week. This thing's finding some resistance up here at around 142. Okay, 142 is going to be the resistance up there, so that could definitely tap that, but that's an ugly red candle there. I don't know. This thing is just going parabolic right now. It's pretty far off the 9 right now, so level to watch is around 105, but if it was me, I'd probably be cashing this one out. I wouldn't even be in this one, to be honest with you, because the trend is just ridiculously overbought. Okay, I want to buy this thing next to 73. I want to buy it closer to our mean, our 50-week moving average over here on the cheat sheet. I want to buy closer to that. I'm not going to keep holding this one while it just keeps going absolute parabolic. I mean, I don't know why, but it's a $3 trillion market cap. I mean, it just doesn't make sense. It's the biggest company in the entire world. Bigger than Amazon, bigger than Facebook. I mean, it's wild. So, if you're playing the continuation on that, congratulations. Where I look to sell it is on the red dot. That's when I'd absolutely get out. But to me, you're greedy up here. You're being greedy up here if you're continuing to hold. Like if you got in on the last green dot here at 43, you're already up, close to 100%. So congratulations, nice trade. Here's Visa. Visa's last dot is red there, but it's getting a nice green candle again. Kangaroo market here, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, consolidating. Needs to hold 266 on Visa. And looking for that green dot. BCH still red, trending down, right? It's getting close to that 50-week, though. It's getting closer to our mean there. So watching that level. Here's XLM. If XRP runs, so is XLM. Stop loss on XLM is going to be around 8.08. Okay, it has a couple nice, not really moving a lot here. Okay, green dot will be the tell, but XRP is green. And this is like, XLM's like its sister company. So when XRP goes, XLM always follows. I don't know why, but it happens. So 0.089 is the trade on XLM this week. And I'm just going to be a buyer, or I'm going to be on the looking to buy list. And if it comes this week, if the green dot comes, I'd be wanting to take a position on it. Okay, it looks really good here above 0.089. Here's Affirm holding its green dot. That one's also on the looking to buy list. Okay, we're buyers of that name. $28 is going to be our stop loss. Last dot is green, looking to sell when the stochastic gets back up here to the white dotted line, or we get a red dot close. Okay, that's a buy this week, though, above 28. Here's Ada Cardano, still red. Still looking ugly, breaking down below a very, very crucial support level there. Okay, it needs to hold 40 cents. It's having trouble. Okay, it needs a green dot. Here's AMD. Last dot still red, but putting in a nice doji this week. 150 is the level I'm watching on AMD. Okay, looking for a green dot either this week or next week on that one for a trade. 150 is your stop on that. No green dot yet, though. Atom, also no green dot just yet, but it's coming down into the support level down here at about $6.20. Okay, $6.20 on that one. PayPal, that one printed red last week. This ugly trend, right? Down here below the 50, very, very ugly. SoFi also down here below the 50 as well. Just still getting rocked. Again, kangaroo market, right? No major moves, just kangarooing. Okay, no thank you on SoFi. Jasmy, red dot. So now that Jasmy has the red dot showing, it needs to hold 0.034. Set a stop loss at 0.034 on Jasmy. Okay, that had a pretty nice bounce back here today. It was down about 7%, and it ripped right back up. It's got a green dot on the daily, so it needs to hold 0.034 there on Jasmy. Okay, that's your stop loss there. Not looking to buy that one, looking to set a stop loss and think about taking profits here pretty soon. Here's TON. This is Toncoin, I believe Telegram coin. That had a green dot last week, but look how far off of the 50 we are right now. It's getting up there into correction territory. 48's the stop. Again, just not my style of a trade. Other people are probably making money on this one, but again, I don't like to buy 50% off of the mean. Okay, if I'm buying 50% off the mean, that means I'm buying at a 50% premium. In my opinion, when something's 50% off of the mean, it's up here. It's not down here. 50 to 60% is like profit-taking territory, and that's where that one is. So, yes, it has a green dot, but it's just too overextended for me. And if you are trading it, I would make sure you use a stop loss. I mean, you're coming up into their resistance at 8 right there, but 575, I might consider buying that one around. But until then, no thanks. KRL, I don't know what this is. Another one of those low cap coins I found on Coinbase. That one's 44 is the level I'm watching. No green dot just yet, but again, very, very low market cap coin there. KRLL, KRYLL. Again, over here, you just have to type in /info to look up your own tickers. KRYLLUSD. There it is right there. Bang. Oh, it's KRL is the ticker. Okay, $18 million market cap tradable on Coinbase. This one is an innovative platform to define powerful crypto strategies. Okay, very, very low market cap coin here, guys. Like, this is super, super low. This is one that could 10 to 100x, so you don't have to put in a ton of money to make some money on it, right? You don't have to put in $100,000. You just put in 1,000. If it goes 100x, you're going to make $100,000. Okay, KYRLL. Or KYRL, and it's right back down into our mean. So I'm not saying buy it just yet. I want to watch it and wait for that green dot, see where that thing comes. But I do like the trend a lot on this one, okay, a lot. So no green dot just yet, but I am going to add that one into our looking to buy list just because I want to keep an eye on it this week. Okay, I also want to keep an eye on Jasmy. What else was there? I think those were the only two. AVT was another one I wanted to keep an eye on. And yeah, so my red list is just everything. I put everything in the red list at the beginning of the week. And then on Monday, today, I scanned through it with you guys. And then I put out everything I want to be watching for the week, looking for moves or right candles or dots. Okay, those are on the green list. So that the green list is like my looking to buy list, right? Or looking to sell list if I want to sell something. Most of the time, if I want to sell something, though, it's in my portfolio, which is also in the green list right over there. But the only thing I'm currently holding right now is Swift here. And again, I'm just waiting for a red dot close or the stochastic to get back up here closer to that 50. Okay, this thing, I got a stop loss on it at 5.7. I had it at 5.5. I've moved it up a little bit, but that thing needs to hold 5.7. It is getting the green dot today on the daily, which is a good sign. So as long as we can hold this trend, again, kangaroo market here. But dot is holding green. So again, not worried about it until I see a red dot on the weekly. Okay, and I think if it breaks 5.7, a red dot should come. So 5.7, again, if it breaks, I can get back in. But if this green dot closes on the daily green, okay, I'm good to go. Because look where the stochastic is down here on the daily as well. So I'm playing that stochastic as well up here to the white dotted line. And it's got a green dot. Green means up, red means down. So as long as I see a green dot on the daily chart, I could think, okay, the next couple of days, the next 3-4 days should be green because we got a green dot. Right? This green dot came here on the 29th. That means we should be green. We should be going up for the next couple of days. That move lasted from the 29th up to the 9th. That's 2 weeks. Okay, and if I got a green dot on a weekly and a daily, To me, that's what I'm looking for using the indicator. Okay, so 5-7 is the level I'm watching, and I really want this green dot to hold into the end of the day. Crypto candles close every day at 5 p.m. So keeping an eye on SWIFT this week. And again, that's currently the only position I'm holding. And we are watching that 5-7 level and that weekly green dot there. Let's look at GST. I like XRP too. I might get back into XRP here pretty soon. I mean, I'd be looking to get in here probably around 50 cents. Okay, XRP was one of the biggest signals that came out so far this week, in my opinion. Where did we leave off here? We got GST. This is another low market cap coin. Let's go back to the weekly. Again, grinding back down. I want to buy this thing directly off this level right here. Okay, boom, off of 0.012. I don't know when that's going to happen, but next green dot I'm in. Or I'd consider taking an entry. Yes, it is below the 50-week, but this is one of those really, really new coins. Okay, came back out in 2022. Had a big pump here, and now they're flushing it down. So watching for the green dot on that one as well. Here's LTC, still trending below that 50-week moving average. Not interested in that. SOUN coming back down into the mean here. I'm looking to buy SOUN off of its weekly level right there at around, I'm going to say 360. Okay, looking to buy on the next green dot there. That one had a red close a couple weeks ago. You should have been out on the red dot there at 480. Okay, you just saved yourself quite a bit of money by exiting on the red dot, folks. You guys got to sell the red dot closes. Do you hear me? You should not be holding altcoins, penny stocks, anything with red dots on the weekly chart. That is not a good move. Okay, buy the green, sell the red. If the red comes before we get up here to the white line, the white dotted line, you got to be able to sell it. DSO closed red last week as well. So again, I would not be in this position until I see another green dot on the chart. That support level broke. Okay, we were watching $22 as our support when we were hitting the 50. Okay, green dot came right here on the 27th. Okay, it was a fake out candle. Okay, it broke 1877. It broke the candle we got the green dot on. Therefore, we had to sell it. Okay, you got to set a stop loss at the bottom of the weekly candle that you get the green dot on, folks. You got to do it. Okay, because you do not want to hold through these 10, 20, 30, 40. I don't know where this thing's going to stop. Okay, I have no idea, but the green dot will tell me. Okay, but right now the trend is down. So DSO, no, not looking to buy that one at all. QNT still coming down as well and trending below that 50-week moving average. Not interested. Novax, nice breakout on this one. Breakout over the 50 after a very long downtrend. You can see it broke out over here last time and did the rippity-dippity all the way up to like $300. This is a biotech. Very, very interesting breakout. I want to see if it holds this level here. I want to buy this thing at like 970. So watching for a green dot on that one. I want to make sure I have that one set because that's a really, really nice breakout there. So if you guys don't know how to set alerts, I have to set them in a different way than you. But if you have the indicator, all you have to do is come here, right click. Okay, you can do this on your phone as well. And then you hit add alert. Okay, I use the weekly small green dots on the weekly chart just because that pretty much calls out every single one. If you're using a daily chart, I'd recommend using the big green dots on the daily. Okay, those are the ones I'd want to buy on the daily. If you're using a weekly, I would use the small green dots just so you could see every single one because really they only come every few weeks, right? This one came in April 2020, April of 29 there. Okay, beautiful move, boom. Okay, and now what do we get? A red dot here in June. So that was April, May, June. And it's almost July now. So that was about a 2.5 month spree, or 2.5 months till we got the next dot. So, right, they come sometimes every couple of weeks. I don't have to pay attention all week long. I just pay attention to the dots and what they're doing. So, Novax, again, red dot. I'd be selling this week, looking to pick this one up at around $10. That's a 40% dip, but I really like the breakout. Okay, that's a big macro breakout over a major EMA. Okay, that is our breakout spot there. Okay, the takeoff phase. Now we're buying that first pullback, and then we're gonna sell the rip. Okay, the first pullback's coming right now. So green dot will be entered on that one. The alert is set over there in Overkill Alert, so that one will be called out. But that looks good. I don't know when that's gonna come. I don't know when the green dot's gonna come, but I'm gonna be looking to attack when it does. Ethereum's given a red dot this week. This was also called out here. Okay, called out right there. That was called out yesterday. Yesterday at 5 p.m. Okay, that's when the weekly charts came, or the weekly charts close on Sunday at 5 p.m. Okay, I'm really, really, really worried about Ethereum right here. Okay, it needs to get back over 36. Needs to get back over 36 there. Okay, 33.57 is the current level. And again, red dot on the chart. So something to pay attention to this week. That is a sell signal. That is a sell signal. If it closes the week red, you got to sell. Okay, and again, you can get back in on the next green. So be careful. This week, ETH showing red, and Bitcoin is red as well. So I don't want to be the guy that, bears the bad news. I'm just telling you what the indicator's saying. If the indicator is red, right, look at this. Red dot came back up here at 39. It dropped all the way to 20. That was a $1,000 drop. Okay, and again, I'm not saying buy or sell based on my opinion. I'm just looking at the indicators, seeing what it's telling me. Okay, so stop loss probably at last week's candle at 33.57 if you want to continue to hold it. Okay, 33.56. Call it 33.50 has to hold on ETH. And again, sell signal right there on the chart. You guys saw it here. We got Lyft still red here. Still red on the indicator. Still coming down. Waiting for that green dot confirmation to take an entry on that. We got DOT still red as well. Still coming on down here. We did wick down all the way to 570 there. Okay, I'd be waiting on the confirmation on DOT. We are now down below the 50-week moving average. So again, wait on that confirmation on Polkadot. Here's FLR. This is a new layer 1 blockchain company, FLR, called Flare. Came across this when it was, of course, up here at like 5 cents. We added it to the watch list. We wanted a pullback, and we got one. Okay, red dot came all the way back here at, that was 47 cents. Wow. Oh, I'm sorry, 4 cents. I thought that said 47 cents. So that was at 5 cents, 4 or 5 cents. Now it's sitting at 2.5. That's a 50% drop there. Massive drop, okay? Waiting on the green dot confirmation on FLR. Okay, again, just wait for the dot, folks. Wait for the dot. You'll never go broke waiting for confirmation. Chainlink also, red. Okay, you should have sold last week. Okay, sold last week. And again, we don't know the stop loss. We are sitting right on the 50-week at the moment. But again, last dot is red. So this thing come all the way down to 11. I don't know what level it's going to drop to, folks. All I know is it'll stop dipping once we get the green dot. Okay? And it's sitting right on the 50 right now. So Link's looking interesting. 13, I'd use 14 as a stop loss if you're still holding that name. Okay, if you did not sell last week, I would use $14 as your stop loss. It's sitting at about $14.60 right now. Here's Dodge. Also closed red a couple weeks ago, back here at 15. It's now at 13 cents. So again, if you held through the red dot, you're being punished right now. Okay, you should not be holding through red dots. You got to sell the week of the red dot. Okay, if it closes, meaning Sunday, just like how we closed the candle last week, you got to sell it. Okay, you got to sell it when it happens. And again, you're down, since you didn't sell on that dot, we closed right there, you're down 13% on your position. Okay, 13% more than you had to be. And the stochastic is down there on the floor. I'm watching this level we whipped down to on Dogecoin right here at 11. Okay, that yellow line, that's also sitting right next to our 50-week moving average. 11 cents is, I think, where we're going to probably bounce around on Dodge at. Okay, again, just waiting on the green dot confirmation. We need the green dot from the indicator to take a position. Again, closed red 2 weeks ago, and she's coming down. ONDO, no data on this one. That's coming right into its 9-week moving average. And I'd be watching the daily. I'd be trading this one on the daily. There's no weekly data for this one because it's so new. So again, in here on the daily, buying these green dots. Last one came over here in May. That was at 71 cents. It went all the way up to 150. That was a 100% move. Congratulations. Take your profit. Now get out. Okay, just wait on the green dot. No data on the weekly on that one. So not looking to do anything on that this week. Here's AVAX, still red as well. Again, where'd the red dot come, folks? Red dot came in here in April. That was at 53. We're now down 50% off of the position. Okay, if you held through the red dot, you're now down 50% off of the red dot. Okay, this one right here. Bang. Told you to get out right there. 50 bucks. Okay, it hits 65. Everyone's, oh, AVAX is the next big thing. It's wonderful. It's in free fall right now, folks. AVAX looks awful. Okay, I'd watch for a green dot, maybe a bounce on our level right there at 22.50. But again, no dot, no confirmation, folks. Here's Prime. Prime, also green. Or I'm still also red. And again, this is another one. Red dot. Okay, up here at 28, sitting at 9. Okay, you held through the red dot. You're getting slaughtered. 70% down. Okay, you should have took your profits up here. Okay, wait for the green dot confirmation on PRIME. Okay, I don't know where it's going to bounce, folks. I'm going to let the indicator tell me. When the green dot comes, that should be called out over here inside of Overkill Alerts and let you know. But again, not holding through red dots for this exact reason. Okay, wait for confirmation, folks. Wait for confirmation. Here's CRO also. Still needs confirmation. Okay, they're bleeding people out now. People are getting killed. We're at 8 cents here. 8 cents is our stop. Actually, let's move that up a little bit to, looks like we got a level right there at 8.9. Okay, last dot is still red there. Last dot is still red. XYO, same thing. Last dot, still red. MND, still red. CRO, we got that in there twice. Okay, still red on that. IMEX, okay, gave you the green red there. Boom, green red. Okay, get out on the red. You got to sell the close of the red dot, folks. I want to drill that in everybody's head, just so everybody really, truly understands that, because you cannot use our strategy if you hold through red dots. We're only in a bull market if the last dot is green, right? If the last dot is not green, we're in a bear market. In a bear market. I'm sorry. If the last dot is green, we're in a bull market. Last dot is red, we're in a bear market. Last dot is red here again. You should have got out up here at $2.18. It's now at $1.46. So, yes, we want to buy the week of the green dot, but we also want to sell the close of the red dot, folks. So important to understand here. Here's NCT, also getting slaughtered here. Okay, last dot came right there at 4 cents. It's down over 50-60%. This is Polyswarm, so not looking to take a position on this till we get this green dot. Okay, when that comes, we will take an entry, but not looking to enter that one this week. Here's ENS. This one is still looking good here, down 6% at the moment. Still green, though. So the true stop loss on this one is back down here around $18. Okay, the bottom of that big wick candle we got there, that's where we're bouncing. We're still above the 9. Okay, I'd still remain a holder of this one. I don't know if I'd buy this one this week. If I did, I'd be in here on the daily trying to pinpoint the entries. I would have tried to get in right there at about 19. I got a stop loss right there at 18.44 on ENS. This is one of those Ethereum altcoins, but the last dot is still green. So again, looking to sell either on the first red dot close or when the stochastic RSI gets back up there and touches the white dotted line. Here's Matic breaking down here. Okay, breaking a big support level there again. I've never liked Matic. Never liked it at all. Okay, and we still don't have a green dot. ASM, still red. Still red on ASM. Solana, still red. Gave you the red dot back in June 3rd. That was at 166. It's now at 142. So still red here on Solana, folks. Solana's red this week. Or Solana closed red a couple weeks ago. Ethereum's red this week. And Bitcoin closed red last week. So we got a lot of warning signs going off this week, folks. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but if you're using our strategy on the weekly chart, it's indicating that the next couple of weeks could be down. Okay, and you should have sold your Solana back here at 168. Okay, when it closed red on Sunday. That's when you should have been out. Okay, you should. I mean, if you're out now, you're out now. But again, we're waiting on the next green dot confirmation on Solana. Sushi, still red as well. Math, still red. H-bar's coming on down. Let's see. That has a nice level there, 8 cents. It looks like it broke through 8, but it's still trying to hold it here. It's still above it. Green dot will be the confirmation there. I like this one sitting right here on the 50. I just need that green dot confirmation. The last one was a big pump fake here up to 18 cents, and it flushed right back down. Okay, it's right back down to the level that those bulls stepped in there. Whoever that was buying that made that go parabolic there. Okay, BlackRock or somebody, look at that big old volume. That came in there at about $0.086. That's where they bought, and it caused it to go all the way up to 19. And now it's right back at where they bought it. So again, green dot confirmation will be a place you can either average down or take an entry on H-bar there. Filecoin also back down to a level we bounced back here at 450. Okay, we had a pretty nice move there. Had some volume step in. 450 is the level I'm watching, but the last dot is red, so we got to wait for that green dot confirmation. And here's Badger also breaking down. That one closed red a couple weeks ago. Boom. Gave us the dumpski there. Here's ILV. Still red as well. Okay, red still coming down. Metis red still coming down. Algo red still coming down. Okay, so altcoins are bleeding right now, folks. You can see it. People's stop losses are getting hit. The panic selling might kick in here soon. Okay, so that's why I'd encourage you guys to only be holding stuff that's green right now and not red. Okay, because if we get a big dump, we could see a massive opportunity, and it'll be good to have some cash on the sidelines there. RNDR still red, also coming down there. Comp still red as well. SQQ, That one's red. So when the stock market's ripping, SQQ goes down. When the stock market is, let me put this volume back out here. Okay, when the stock market is green, SQQ is red. It's like the inverse ETF of the stock market, but that's good news for the stock market. VST, that one's red. Okay, I'd be out of that one. Okay, ABT still red as well. Cody still red. SEI still red. Ooh, SEI broke its support there too. SUI red. PNG still red. OP red. Okay, we got a lot of red this week, folks. Lots of red. VeChain still red. Flow red. DNT is red. HNT is red. HNT broke a major support level as well right there at about 340. That one's bleeding out now. Green dot's going to be where you want to take your entry there. Again, that green dot that we got back here in May did not close. Okay, so you shouldn't have been in the position. If the dot did not close, you had to get rid of it. Okay, the dot has to be confirmed, meaning the week has to close and this dot can't be taken away. So when it closes, that means it's on the chart forever, right? And then you want to ride it up. But again, there's a lot of things you want to take into consideration. You don't want to buy these green dots in a bear market. You want to buy them in bull markets. ICP's bleeding out too. You can see alts are just getting crushed right now, folks. I mean, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but the indicator told us to sell back here in March. So whoever wasn't selling, hopefully you guys learned your lesson. And if you got in too early, I got in a little early on a couple names prior to this. But again, I'm not worried right now. The only thing I'm holding is stuff with green dots. And if a red dot comes, I'm just going to take the L like a man. Okay? If you're not okay with losing, you can't be trading, folks. You got to know when you're wrong. You're wrong when there's a red dot closing on the chart. Okay? When there's a red dot on the chart on the weekly. That's when you know you're wrong. That's the beautiful thing about this trading strategy, though, is you know you're wrong really fast. So you're not losing. The most I'm losing on a trade is 10, 15%. I'm never down more than 20, 30, 40, 50%. 10 to 15% is how much I'm losing every time. STX, I entered this at like 212. I sold it 195. Yeah, I was in at 212. 195 was the level I sold. I maybe lost around 7% on that trade. That was a very minuscule loss for me. It did not hurt me. It did not kill my position, right? But I just saw the green dot fade, so I had to get out. And I think STX will probably continue to drop. I'll look to re-enter STX on the next green. Okay, I don't know when that's going to come, but when it does, I will be there to sell. Here's NKN breaking down. Oh, man. Just getting slaughtered. Altcoins are just getting slaughtered. There might be some panic this week, folks, if we don't get a bounce. You see Super getting killed there. Near, again, broke its level there. You got the red dot. Boom, it broke down below 7. Now it's coming back down to 5. I like this thing bouncing at 445. Okay? And SHIB is red here too. SHIB's also coming down. Probably look for a bounce around 0.00014. Again, I don't know when the bounce is going to come, folks. I just know the bounce is happening when we get the dot. Yes, we got a dot right here. But guess what? It was followed by a red dot. So what did you do? You had to sell your position, right? You had to sell the week after that because you got a red dot print, folks. Green, red, green, red. Buy the green, sell the red. If the red comes immediately after the green, you got to sell it. That's how it works, folks. That's how you got to operate with this strategy. Here's DJT coming down here. I like DJT. This one's been very volatile lately, and it's looking like it's getting smacked right here. So I want to enter on this one on the next green dot whenever that comes. I don't know when it's going to be, but it's coming right down there into the 200. Might look to take an entry on DJT this week, actually based on a daily chart. Stocks for me, folks, are more tradable on a daily than crypto, okay? I like to look for the big green dots on the daily. So what I'm going to do on DJT this week is I'm going to set a big green dot alert on the daily. That's going to notify me. I don't put the daily alerts over there in the Discord, but if you guys want to have the indicator to set up your own alerts and use for yourself, you can come over here to the trading indicator tab inside the Discord and download the indicator for yourself. Again, all you got to do to set an alert is just right-click, hit Add Alert. And again, on the daily chart, I like to use the big green dots to buy. And on the weekly, I like to use the small. And then for sell signals, I'm always using the small. I always want to sell on the weekly reds. Okay, and then obviously it's the opposite, the big green or the big red dots on the daily, which are right here. So if you're using a daily chart again, buy the big green circles and sell the big green circles. Okay, or just sell any dot that comes on the daily. I don't necessarily have a strategy for the daily. Again, I use the same thing with the stochastic hitting the top there on stocks, but more on a daily chart. The weekly's more for crypto and longer positions, but the way the stock market moves is sometimes a lot different than the crypto markets. As you guys can see, they're not very correlated because you have a lot of red in the stock, or you have a lot of green in the stock market today, but a lot of red in the crypto markets. So again, I'd be looking to buy DJT on the next big green dot. The last one came right here at about $23, and it went all the way up to $55. So that was a great trade right there. So I'd be waiting to stack up here. And again, once I get that signal, I'd probably look to take a position on DJT. I just set that alert for the big green circle. And again, the small ones are what I use on the weekly. The big ones are what I use on the daily. You guys can play with that and use it yourselves. I explained in a couple videos ago about these two. So the ones I mostly pay attention to, though, are the big green circles and the small green circles. So again, big green for the daily, small green for the weekly. Depends on what chart I'm trading. Okay, for DJT, I'm looking at the daily right now because I'm looking at the weekly coming down into our mean. So I want to zoom into the daily, and I want to get that big green dot because the big green dot on the daily is always followed up by the weekly. Okay, it's always followed up by the weekly. So that's how I'm playing DJT. That one's in the looking to buy list this week. I'm looking for the daily dot there on DJT. We got GRT. Okay, still red. Mina still red, breaking down. Okay, a lot of these coins are just melting right now, folks. And again, you got the signal on Bitcoin last week. So if we see a Bitcoin correction, folks, it's going to be a good thing to have some cash on the sideline because I think you're going to be able to pick some stuff up at a really low price. Here's TRB putting in a green dot this week. I still got a level at that one at 81. $81. That's where we bounced right there. You're getting a green dot this week. So again, use 81 as your stop. Okay, right there. That's an Ethereum altcoin. Here's Spell. Spell is also still red. POLS, still red. GAL, still red. PRO, still red, but coming down into a nice area. Okay, coming down into our level there, but still breaking down. So again, best thing you can do, guys, is wait for confirmation to take an entry. The best thing you can do right now is wait for a green dot to take an entry on your positions. It's okay to sit cash. It is okay to sit cash. Okay? ARPA, still red. QI, still red. ZRX, still red. MND, still red. Uni, still green. Uni is still green. I'm throwing that one on the looking to buy list. Okay, looking to buy pullbacks on that one. True support level is going to be right there at about $9 there for Uni. And then we got Gal here. Gal's coming down. PRO, I said, is coming down. Where are we at? ZRX. We're down here at VET. Okay, VET is the one that everyone was talking about up here at 350. You guys remember that? It's an AI crypto, guys. It's an AI crypto. It's going to the moon. It's going to $500,000. What do we call that? We call that delusion. Okay, we call that the delusion phase. That's where we want to be selling when everyone's excited about it. Look at that. You got the big red dot there on the weekly. You should have been out. I was saying sell this thing at 350 like a million times. You guys can go watch my videos in March. I was saying sell this thing. But now it's down here to the 50, and it's bouncing pretty nicely right here at 119. Okay, but there's no confirmation. I do like that the stochastic RSI is back down here on the floor. Okay, but again, everyone's hooping and hollering about this on Twitter up here at 350. We're now back down to around 119. This is the level we're watching. Okay, stochastic sitting down there at 0, and we're waiting on a green dot. But that one looks very, very interesting. I want to keep an eye on that one. We'll probably come back to that one this week. Let's check out VThor. This is also VChain. Again, waiting for confirmation. We got ALCX. Wait for confirmation on that one. Okay, that one's also breaking down there. AKT, okay, still red. Okay, red dot came at $5. I got stopped out on this one too. Okay, I entered on this green dot here. Got stopped out. Okay, again, my stop loss was at the bottom of the level that I got the green dot on, which was right there at right 420. Okay, broke 420. What happened? Dipped another 30, 40, 50%. That is why we use stop losses, folks, so we don't get killed, so we can live to learn to live another day. Okay, always use a stop loss at the bottom of the green dot. Shadow, this one's another altcoin I found on Coinbase, super low market cap. I'm waiting for this thing to break out so I can trade it. Okay, we're keeping an eye on that one. PYR, red dot this week. Okay, very dangerous. Okay, I'd be getting out of that one. Rose, ooh, ugly candle there on Rose. Down 12% today. Had a big, nice breakout last week. But again, folks, we are in a kangaroo market right now. Kangaroo market. We're not in a bull market. We're not in a bear market. We're in a freaking kangaroo market. Up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Welcome to the kangaroo market, folks. Welcome. Okay? Not the greatest time to be alive, but we are consolidating. So consolidation is not an actual bad thing when you go up and down, up and down, up and down. Okay? You just got to be smart about your stop losses and your entries. Okay? 9 cents is the stop loss on Rose. 9 cents is the stop loss. That's the bottom of the candle. We got the green dot on. Okay? Not quite the bottom, but near the bottom. Okay, 9 cents is the level I'm watching on Rose. That one's still a hold. Okay, I might be looking to buy a day like today that's down 12%. Okay, might be looking to buy on a day down 12%. But better to buy on a day down 12% than it is on a day up 12%. Am I right? Okay, PRQ still coming down. Still just getting destroyed. SPA sitting on its 50-week, our mean, okay, that we talked about at the beginning of the video. Sitting at a good spot, just need the confirmation. Suku, also very low market cap coin here on Coinbase. Okay, I actually want to make sure I have an alert set on this one here. Bang. Okay, that one's going to be called out, but this is a low market cap coin. I'm looking for a bounce on this one, probably around 7 cents. 7 cents and a green dot, that'd be a great entry. Down 10% today. LCX, another name I was telling you guys to sell up here between 30 and 40 cents. Okay, now down at 20, you're now down 50% because you didn't listen to the indicator. Okay, waiting on a green dot on this one. That one is coming back into its level 2. Again, nothing is confirmed, though. Just because it's sitting on our mean right now doesn't mean it has to bounce, guys. We need the green dot confirmation. Okay, you guys need to follow the rules in order. Okay, you're trading a weekly chart. You're above the 50-week, and you're getting the green dot on the weekly. Okay, that is the dot you want to buy on. Okay, you don't want to try to guess because this is what happens when you guess. You get wrecked. Okay, here's GME. Red dot this week, not looking good, okay? Everybody hooping and hollering about GME up here at $65. As usual, get wrecked. Okay, I heard he liquidated, or he converted his options over into shares. He's now the 4th largest shareholder of GameStop stock, which I find interesting. Just way too choppy for me. I don't want anything to do with this. I want to buy a green dot on it down here, just like you got right here at $10.50. Okay, did the rippity-dippity all the way to $6. There was a 600% move right there. Congratulations. Take your profits. You're up. Okay, if you're entering on this dot, you're up a lot. You're up a lot. TRU. Okay, red dot this week. Be careful. Did that one get called out over there? Sometimes I got to double-check these. Okay, that one did not get called out over there. So I'm going to go ahead and add a red dot alert to this. So again, I use the small red dots on the weekly, okay, and the big red dots and the big green dots on the daily. Okay, depends on what chart you're trading. But here we are focusing on a weekly chart, so I'm setting one for a small red dot, okay, and that's going to be notified over there inside the Discord as well. That is being called out here. So I'd look to buy this one probably closer to 10, and that's about a 60% drop. So I would be selling true here. I would be out. Okay, but you should have been out actually. Well, that didn't quite hit that level there, but you were in around 11 there, so you're up about 40% on that trade. That's not bad. From 11 to 16 cents. Yes, you could have sold up here at 24, but you didn't. So you got to listen to the indicator now and sell. Here's INJ. I told you guys I got stopped out of this. Hit my stop loss. I believe my stop loss was like 25.50. I was watching this level right here. I was watching right there. When that broke, I saw, okay, that's where we bounced here. Where we're trying to bounce here. When that broke, I sold immediately, and obviously it went all the way down to 20. So I saved about 10% from where I sold by selling where I did, and I'm glad. And we're getting a red dot this week, so again, not looking to take a position or own this thing. I got it, right? You got to sell on the red dots, okay? You can't be buying. If that goes away by the end of the week, I'd buy. Okay, down 14% today, but the red dot, again, is an indication that we are going lower. And again, when I saw that level break, I knew that red dot was coming. When I saw this very strong support level, we bounced there, we bounced there. We tried to bounce here, but it broke. Okay, didn't happen. And again, you got a red dot this week because of it. I called that. I was stopped out in that over in the Discord too on my position for you guys that follow my portfolio. API 3 given a red dot this week. Crypto just looks awful, dude. Okay, I'm not liking the way a lot of these altcoins are looking right now. You got a lot of red dots showing up. Okay, that's API 3. Okay, that one was called out over there for you guys this week. So you're sitting right on the 50. Okay, what I do is I'd set a very tight stop loss on this one at 230. If 230 breaks, okay, if call it 225 breaks, I would sell this thing. Okay, but that's not looking very good. Okay, that's breaking down below on the 4-hour there. Ugly candle today. I told you guys, kangaroo market. Up and down, 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 up and down. Okay, kangaroo market is what we're sitting in right now. API 3 again. Use caution this week. Okay, sell that red dot. If it closes 3, you're going to want to watch 231. If that breaks, it could get ugly. Stop loss at 231 on that. Here's LMWR. This is LimeWire. Okay, I actually bought this thing back here at like 5 cents. I think I sold it at about $1. Of course, I only put like 500 in and made like $3 grand. But if I would have went in heavy over here, that would have been awesome because it went from 5 all the way up to, I mean, almost at 500. That was a 50x, damn near. No, I'm sorry, that was a 30x. 5 cents all the way up to $1.50. That was a pretty good trade. But it's finally pulling back here. So again, just waiting on that green dot confirmation. That's it for our watch list. So these are what we're looking to buy this week. Okay, looking to buy pullbacks and such on XRP, Coinbase. We got Velo, CLSK. All these have green dots on their charts, right? So we need to identify our stop losses, right? And we need to be setting up alerts and looking to sell, right? When we get into sell territory, or you get the red dot on the weekly, you want to hit the white dotted line. That's where you want to sell. Okay, you want to sell when this touches that. Then you made a good trade because you were buying down in this area. Right, you got the green dot, bang at 14. Okay, if this thing comes up to 18, that's a 30-40% trade. So that's where you want to sell. If the red dot comes before the white dotted line, okay, that's where you want to. Again, you got to cut your losses. Meta going up, AI's going up. I like that. All these stop losses. Again, you guys can rewatch the video for the stop loss levels. 180 on Amazon. I think that looks good. XLM looks. I mean, it's missing the green dot. We want the green dot to come this week or the next, but we got that XRP dot there. XRP up 4%, so 48 is the level on XRP, and you can see that dot is actually faded away. So you might see a correction here on the crypto markets, folks. So I'd encourage you to really use your stop loss levels on these names because, again, it's no joke when Bitcoin's giving you a red dot here. ETH's giving you a red dot on the weekly. This doesn't happen very often. Okay, ETH's got a red. Sol's got a red. Okay, it's not a bad place to sit cash right now because if we get a big wick down, we're going to be able to sit there with our cash on the sideline and take profits. And again, the only thing I'm currently holding right now is Swift, and it's got a red candle to start the week. We'll see if it picks back up. It is holding that 5.7 level that I got. The green dot did fade there on the daily chart. So if this thing breaks down below this support level that I got, I'm going to end up liquidating my position there. Probably around 5.6 is where I got it stopped. Okay, but again, it's still an uptrend, right? Up, down, okay, up, down. Okay, we'll see if this level holds here. So 5.6 is my stop on Swift there. Let's take a look at your guys' chart requests. We had Snapchat. Snapchat was the first one. We covered that one. 1482 was the stop. You had Link. Okay, Link's got a red dot from last week. So again, I would have been out off the break of 14. If we break 14, I would sell Link. Sell Link if it breaks 14. You got to sell Snapchat if it breaks, call it 1450. That's the stop loss. QI printed a red dot last week, so I would not be in that name. I'd be selling that one. SYN is still red. Okay, no green dot just yet. INJ, again, red dot this week. I got stopped out at 25.40. LTC, still red here. KCM, still red. That printed last week. Be careful on that one. I'd like to buy this one maybe closer to around 16.40. I just want to see a green dot on the chart. Here's BitGo. That closed red last week as well. Okay, again, kangaroo market. Big move up, big move down. Okay, that's very concerning. Okay, so red dot, you got to sell it. Okay, you got to sell it last week. Okay, I'd be taking my position out, waiting for the next green dot to trade that one. We got GRT. GRT's red as well. Okay, here you had the fake out, green candle, red candle. Okay, you should have been out here this week at 26, 27. Selling on that red dot. Now you're down to 21. Now you're down another 15, 20% because you didn't listen to the indicator. Okay, that's your fault. Nobody else's. Okay, again, if you guys don't have the green dots, or the green dots and the red dots, you guys can get this trading indicator for yourselves over there in the Discord. Link is in the bio and in the description. But folks, these aren't my calls. I'm not telling you to buy or sell. I'm literally just looking at the indicator and seeing what it's telling me. Red means down, green means up. Okay, that's how we're trading. Again, we're selling up in this territory. Okay, we want to buy when the stochastic is down here. Think of this as a wave, right? The wave is down here. Okay, that's when you want to buy. You want to sell it when it's up here. Okay, so we are back down here on the floor on algo, but we just need that confirmation. It just broke a major level there at about 14 cents, so be careful on that one. Here's MU. MU's doing the rippity-dippity. Nice move, green dot. That thing's blue sky breakout right there. Nice move there. These semis are just going nuts. The semis are just going nuts. Okay, I like it. Probably got another couple weeks. I mean, I don't know what you're in at or out at, but if you were in on the green dot, that was last week, and that thing looks like it wants to continue here. So if it breaks 450, you're in a blue sky breakout. MU looks very, very strong. Set a stop loss on it, though, at like 141. Okay, if we break down 141, take profits. Here's SMCI. I like this one better than MU just because it hasn't quite gone yet. This is another... what is this? Another chip maker. Okay, stop loss on this for me is going to be right there at the bottom of that candle. Call it 790. 790 on the stop loss. You're getting a green dot this week. That looks good. I'll go ahead and call that out for you over there in the Discord. And thank you guys for the request, by the way. I hope you guys are getting something out of this. Coinbase is still a buy. As long as that dot remains green, it's still a buy. Just wait. Okay, wait for the stochastic to get back up here around this area, right? Or a red dot. That's when you want to sell. But I think Coinbase might have some juice in it. I got a stop loss on that at 220. If 220 breaks, there should be a red dot on the chart. So just set a stop at 220. Hood's got a red dot this week. I think that was called out as well. Let me make sure. Yep, called out right there on the weekly. Okay, red dot, bang. Okay, be careful on that one. Okay, red dot. Okay, I'd want to buy this thing closer to 16. Okay, you bought this green dot right here May 30th. Okay, on that big green candle, it was probably $16, $17. It's up at 24. Okay, nice trade there. You got the red dot, so if that closes again, I would sell it. Let's see if we can get a stop loss level on it. Okay, if you want to set a stop loss and not take any profits or anything off the table, I'd at least sell half on this red dot here. Okay, and then I'd sell the other half if it broke 20. Here's PRO. I like this one. Okay, this was a request, I believe, from our boy Bruno Bones. And I like that it's coming down here. I just need the green dot, brother. You need a green dot on the chart to take your entry. Okay, I don't want to jump the gun. Okay, use the indicator. Buy when the green dot comes. Gala, also still red coming down again. Where'd the red dot come on this one? All the way up here at 7 cents. Okay, bleeding out now. Okay, just absolutely bleeding out. All the way down to 0.0026. So we're going to get a nice opportunity here. I think we're going to see some people get flushed out of the market. Look at Sol down 5% today. Still red. If Sol comes down to around $100, I think it'd be a major buy. But we got to see it at $100. So I'm hoping we get a big wick candle down there. Okay, the red dot indicates that we definitely could go lower here. Look at the last red one came here. Folks, we got to sit on our hands right now and wait for the greens. Okay, if you're in a position and it has a red dot on the weekly chart, that's your fault. Okay, you should sell the week it happens. If you're following this strategy, you should sell. You should have sold LCX back here at 30 cents. Okay, don't get complacent. Wait for the confirmation of the green dot. Okay, same thing on LCX. That's not one you want to be holding. Again, you should have been out over here. You should have been out at 27, right? You should have been out on the green dot right here at 32. That's when the the red dot came. Okay, you had a green dot, red dot pattern. Okay, that's the fake out, right? The bull trap. Okay, what's our bull trap? Our bull trap's right here. Okay, when we think we're going up, and then we get crushed. Okay, that was the bull trap. You should have been out at 32 on that candle close. It closed at 32 cents. It's now at 20. So, that's it, folks. Those are your requests. I'd be very, very careful. Sit on your hands. Wait for the green dots. We're going to get a major, major opportunity coming here, I believe, in the next maybe months to weeks. Okay, weeks to months. This is my list I'm watching this week. Doesn't mean I'm buying all this. I'm just looking for the specific things that I touched on, and I'm watching the levels that we created here. Okay, the stop loss levels, 1840 on Mara. Tesla, that trade was based on the monthly. I really like Tesla down here off the monthly. Okay, I think a monthly green dot's coming just like it did back here in February at around 140. It went all the way up to 300. That was a 200 or 100% trade there. I think that's coming. That's why it's on the list. So I'm going to go ahead and share this with the Spartans over here inside of the Discord. Let me go ahead and do that real quick before I forget. Okay, this is this week's watch list. Okay, and you guys can click on this link and actually access this same list and look at it for yourselves. If you have the indicator, you can look at it without the indicator if you want. But again, all that stuff is over here. All the trading apps you need to get started. We got the trading rules. We got a whole trading course over here. You guys can watch all these videos. These are all helpful videos on how to use the indicator and hopefully become a better trader. And then we got private tutoring as well. If you want to do one-on-one with me, I can go over charts and everything with you. That's between me and you. We jump on a Zoom call or whatever, and then the trading indicator down here, all you got to do is click this link, and you can get full access to it. So once you go through and purchase the indicator, it will actually load directly into your TradingView account. You'll see the same exact chart as I'm seeing here. Okay, you'll see all the green dots, the red dots. You'll get all the EMAs. Everything is just preloaded into your TradingView account for you to use whenever you want. You can use it on any chart. I just personally like to use it on the weekly because I find it's the easiest. The more data that the indicator has, the better. You look at Bitcoin. If you're looking at a monthly chart, you can see the best time to buy Bitcoin was when the wave was down here giving you a green dot. That came right there back in 2019 at 3,500. It went all the way up to $15,000. Okay, and again, it had these green dots down here around 6 to 7, and then it went all the way up to 70. Okay, so same thing back here. We called this green dot out back in January on this channel. Those are around 18,000. 18,000. It's sitting at 70 right now. It's really trying to break out. You can see Bitcoin putting in a triple top here. It needs to break out over that 75. And if it does, I think it's going directly to 80, maybe even 100 after that. But we do have a red dot. So again, just like here and here and here, those were bad places to be investing. Okay, and you got the signal closing last week. Doesn't quite mean sell, but you have a monthly. I mean, it does mean sell if you're trading a monthly chart, but we did get the weekly red as well. So the weekly and the monthly is red this week. Bitcoin has to hold 60K. If it doesn't, it's coming probably back down to 48 or so, maybe even down here to 32, depending on what happens in the world. And when it happens, so when we get the next green dot, that will be called out over here, and we will be on top of it. At least we'll know we're not getting in right at the wrong time. We're going to get in at a time where we are reversing and going to the upside, not reversing and going down. Okay, if you're buying Bitcoin right here off a red dot, might not be the best place here in the next 3-4 weeks. You guys saw what happens after the red dot comes, right? You saw on XLM here, right? Red dot came, okay, bada bing, bada boom, dropped from 13 all the way down to 9. Not a good feeling. I had to live through that this cycle because I decided not to sell on the red dot. Okay, and now it's all the way down at 9 cents. So I could be picking it back up down here at 9 cents off the next green dot if it happens. But we'll see what happens, folks. This is the watch list. This is what I'm watching this week. If you guys got any questions, feel free to hit me up inside of the Discord over here. I'm always in chat here. Always scrolling these conversations here. We got a lot of Spartans over here now. We got about 300 members. Shout out to the Spartan Army. We got the giveaway happening last week. Shelly was the winner of the $100 worth of Bitcoin. And again, all those alerts and everything are set up for you guys over here on the weekly chart. You never miss indicator alert from our watch list when you are a member of the Discord over there. And you can also see our latest videos, latest market news. Okay, we got the cheat sheet. We got charts. These are clips and things that are dropping throughout the week from our videos from Monday. And yeah, welcome to all the new people. I hope you guys got some value out of this. If you guys need any support, just feel free to email me if you're not in the Discord at overkillinvesting.club. And I'll talk to you soon. God bless you, and have a good one.